Hello viewers, as you all know, the Kingdom Come Deliverance franchise is one of the most immersive and historically grounded games ever made, and with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 being a massive hit, fans are already speculating about what comes next. Will Warhorse Studios leap straight into the chaos of the Hussite Wars for Kingdom Come Deliverance 3? And I see a lot of people on the Reddits and on the comment sections of YouTube videos talking about this and saying that that's what they think is going to happen. And today, I'm here to tell you why that would be an absolutely terrible mistake. Let's go ahead and break this down. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 ends in 1403, right after Sigismund's withdrawal from Bohemia. The Hussite Wars don't kick off until 1419, and that's a full 17 years later. That would be Henry's prime completely erased. We'd go from playing as a young man of 18 or so years, just beginning his journey into the world, to playing as a grizzled veteran of 35 years who would really feel like a different character in a lot of ways. And that's because there'd be this massive gap in his character development. We'd skip over years of Henry rising through the ranks, earning his place as a knight or even as a noble. How did he build his reputation? Did he get married? Did he have children? These are crucial questions that deserve to be explored by the players, not left to cutscenes or codex entries. In addition, this timeline would skip over the most emotional moment waiting to be told in Henry's story, and that's the death of his father, Saratzig. I have a whole video that you can check out on the historical Saratzig, but to summarize, Saratzig was brutally murdered in 1415, and given how Warhorse has emphasized profound personal losses that Henry has suffered, it's hard to see how they would write out an event of such significance. Besides for that, Bohemia between 1403 and 1419 was anything but dull. Notably, you had extensive fighting between Zizka and the powerful Rosenberg family, who also happened to be both allies of Sigismund and anti-Hussites as well. Along with this fighting came events that increased tensions between the Hussites and the conservative factions of the church, none of which was more notable than the 1415 execution of Huss himself. A game set during this time would be critical to showing us why the Hussite Wars happened, as opposed to just parachuting us into the middle of them. Now, don't get me wrong, the Hussite Wars are amazing material for a future game. You have war wagons, you have religious zealots, crusaders, the first use of gunpowder tactics on a large scale, and that's perfect for a game, but not as the next title in Henry's story. If we're going to get a full-fledged Kingdom Come Deliverance 3, it should be about Henry's journey, not a title that time-lapses over everything that we've been building up to. So then what's the best option? And the best option is a Kingdom Come Deliverance 3 that picks up shortly after the events of the second game. You could show Henry becoming a true knight, fighting in the lead up to the Hussite Wars, possibly alongside Zizka against the Rosenbergs, and then struggling with his father's execution. Perhaps you could even give us a chance for Henry to get married, maybe to Rosa, Catherine, or Teresa, and that's something that a lot of players, myself included, want to see. Then, after that story is finished, give us a full-fledged Hussite Wars game, probably even two, because there's so much content in there. You could easily make 2 games, maybe even 3 games out of that period. And that would take us through to see Henry's story come to what I'm sure would be a very dramatic conclusion. But what do you guys think? Should Warhorse skip straight to the Hussite Wars at the expense of Henry's story? Or would you like to see a game that gives us time to develop Henry more in the context of fighting a new, powerful, and inquisitive bad guy noble family? Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Also, feel free to check out my videos on the historical Ratzig and the history behind the Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 games.